everyone, welcome back to FNS Gaming. We are going to play a game that I have come across. This one I found it because I was searching for a really good rated game, and this one got overwhelming positive if I'm not mistaken, and the art style caught my interest. So yeah, let's do it straight away to start because I've checked the options beforehand and everything is fine. So let's play. Oh my god, this music! Alright, so let's go. Letters from the past, Undusted. Start. Hey. When I think of my family home, the first things that come to mind are the glittering lake and the gently sloping hills. After walking through the bustling streets, over the hills, and along the lakeside, my house and its bright red roof soon came into view. I would chat with Mom and Dad as we passed through the front gate together, and the big lemon tree in the yard would always greet us. For someone like me who lacked courage, maybe all I needed was an excuse, no matter how small. The letter from my aunt was enough. Continue. Dear Adora, long time no see. How have you been? Are you doing all the things you've always wanted to do? It's been a while since I've heard from you. Come to think of it, the last time we saw each other was at Lily's funeral. I'm sorry to trouble you after all this time, but I can't find the necklace your mother gave me. I'm fairly certain that I left it at your house after one of my visits. I really thought I had lost it for good, you know. I know it's a bit of a hassle, but could you send it to me? It should be in the attic. That's where Lily and I spent most of our time together when I was over. Thank you. Love, your aunt. It's been a long time since I last came back. I should tidy up the place. I suppose now's the right time. For the time being, it's the least I can do. The key, here it is. It's rusted all over. I'll have to clean it before I can use it. Oh, is that why it's called Undusted? So we are cleaning it? Clean. How do we use the mouse to wheel, zoom in and out? Hold right click and drag the mouse around to rotate the key. Hold the mouse wheel button and drag the mouse around to move the key. Okay. Click the mouse wheel button once to reset the key's position. Okay. Select the tool on the left to clean the key. Okay, got it. Okay. Yay, cleaning it up. This is actually satisfying. Okay, let's clean that up. Alright, I think the front part is good. Oh, the side too, the side. Hey, we unlocked something. Hang on. Hints become available after cleaning items to a certain extent. Hold tab to view areas that need cleaning. Okay. So at the side here, I see some green and rust. $95. Okay. Okay, here. Reaching 99% will enable the wrap up button. Finish cleaning by either reaching 100% cleaning progress or by pressing the red button. Got it. I want to try get 100 though. Where is it at? Oh, okay, got it. Oh, this is nice. You get to see where to clean. Got it! Yay, we got an achievement. When was the last time this place was cleaned? There was so much dust I can barely breathe. I need to go to the attic and find that necklace. Huh? Why is it locked? Now that I think of it, I've hardly ever been into the attic. Mom was always the one in charge of it. Oh well, I need to clean the rest of the house anyway. The attic key should eventually turn up. Where should I even start? The house key. It hasn't been used in a long time. After being neglected for so long, the house was so heavily laden with dust that I needed a mask to breathe normally. I opened the window and started clearing out some of the dust. When it was cleaning day, I used to be in charge of the floors. Mom took care of the furniture, and Dad handled the windows and any tall places that were out of reach. If I closed my eyes, I could almost hear it all again. The sounds of Mom wiping down the furniture, Dad's humming. While cleaning the living room, I found a dust-covered photo frame on a shelf. Housed inside was our first family photo. Hey, Chapter 0, let's get in. Chapter 1, Once Upon a Time. Clean the item. Ah, okay. Select. Let's clean it. When we went to take our first family photo, Dad had made a peculiar suggestion. While it wasn't unusual for him to say or do something quirky, none of us saw it coming. Why don't we all wear animal costumes? It'll be Adora's first ever family photo, so let's make it a special and unforgettable experience. He pleaded like a giddy child, arms firmly wrapped around a large costume. Mom let out a deep sigh. Here we go again. Oh, Mom. Hey, is it with this? It was massive. He really loved his jokes and pranks. A complete 180 from Mom. Yeah, that explains the sigh. It properly. What does it say? Oh, forever. There's a lot of dust on this side. I'm going to clean it like that. We never ended up wearing costumes that he had wanted. Sorry. Can I, yeah, the sides. We need to do the sides too. Come on. This is the back. We're actually increasing the, oh, there's this realized there's a padlock symbol there. Okay, got it. Alright, this part covered. Now this part. Yay! Pins unlocked, tap to use, nice. Okay, then this side. 87. Okay. we get at the edges part? At the intersection or whatever. When those two parts meet, we cannot get through the cracks. Oh, maybe like this. Okay. Yeah, that does the trick. That actually does the trick. Okay, oh, one part. Oh, the front part is dirtier than I thought. Is it? Oh, this. Is that it? Yeah. Got it. Yay! Honey, don't you think there is a reason why people take more traditional photos? Because they couldn't come up with anything creative? Are you serious? Can't we just take a normal picture? But, Adora, look at this. What a cute cat. Oh, so you're only trying to talk to Adora into your plan now. Our very first family photo together. A seemingly ordinary picture with an amusing story behind it. Yay! It's a very cute photo though. And so ensued a battle between an unstoppable father and an immovable mother. As always, Mom won, leaving Dad with his shoulders hunched in defeat. While Mom was talking to the photographer, I snuck over to Dad and whispered, "Let's wear costumes next time." He only responded with a slight nod. When I looked at the photo afterward, I saw that he had given me bunny ears. Mom noticed shortly afterward and gave Dad a light rap on the head. But the sheer dad-like triumph on his face sent us all into a fit of laughter. Aww, so cute. Yay! Perfect! What is that? Is it a pot? Or like a goblet? Okay. Fitting appearance. When I was young, Mom often told me it was dangerous to go into the kitchen or attic alone, but the more someone told me not to do something, the more I wanted to do it. One day, when Mom and Dad were out, I excitedly went into the kitchen to examine the cupboard that was just barely within reach. My heart was pounding as I opened the cupboard. There were many beautiful porcelain teacups, and I took out the one I thought was prettiest. Suddenly, the front door opened with a creak. Someone was back. It was sound of the porcelain breaking on the floor. The teacup had slipped out of my hands. The sharp sound of shattering porcelain froze me in place. I heard Mom urgently calling my name. Once she came into the kitchen and saw what had happened, her face froze. Oh, are we gonna put things back together? Oh, that was the broken part. Her face was so pale and stern. I had never seen her look like that before. I like cleaning with this thing more, I think, because it's more effective, I feel like. Yeah, I feel like it gets to the part that unreachable with bigger items. So much rust. What's this symbol? It must have some kind of meaning. There's a symbol? Hang on. I don't even see where it is. Oh, underneath. I see it now. need to do it a bit slowly so that everything is clean. Just like actual cleaning, right? That part a bit, the edges. Alright, we're almost halfway, and I feel like the padlock is much earlier compared to before. Alright, can get to that part just now. Oh yeah, inside, lol. It's green. How fancy. Alright, we got that part done. Oh, wow. Yay, hints unlocked. The edges of the cup up here. And I'm guessing at the part that we didn't get yet. See? Here. Over here, yep, a bit here. The edge here. Okay, can I use a tab? Oh, there's a lot. Okay. Okay, this tap function really helps. I'm so glad we can use it. Alright, a bit over here. No, I don't want to wrap up yet. Let us get 100%. Almost there, halfway. Did it! Yay! Mom, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break it. Adora, are you okay? Are you hurt anywhere? Mom, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. And I even broke one of the teacups. It's okay, Adora. Everything's okay as long as you aren't hurt. Aww. A porcelain cup that is barely intact. One of Mom's most treasured possessions. After giving me a big hug, she started to carefully gather the shards of porcelain in silence. I still couldn't forget how she had looked at the broken teacup. The next day, I secretly retrieved the shards from the trash and clumsily glued everything back together. Then, I returned the fragile teacup to its place in the cupboard, hoping that Mom would feel better after seeing it. When Mom discovered the teacup later, she murmured, "This is a much more fitting appearance." I didn't understand why, but her smile looked bitter. Aww. Hey. What glows in the dark? Is that ink? Mom loved writing with fountain pens, no matter how long the letter or document. Whenever I asked if it was tiring to write so much by hand, she would always say, "It's difficult, but it's worth it." Mom had a routine before writing. First, she would sit at her desk with perfect posture. Then, she'd neatly lay out a fresh sheet of paper. Finally, she'd select one ink bottle from her collection and gracefully dip the nib of her exquisite fountain pen. I loved watching this process, so I used to quietly sit beside her whenever she took up her pen. You know what? Funny thing is, I used to do the same exact thing, but with my dad back then, when I was much younger. My dad used to have this fountain pen, and there's an ink bottle that he always had to dip the nib of the pen before he writes down. Watching her fill empty sheets of paper with her handwriting imparted a special feeling I couldn't experience anywhere else. Hey. She had so many inkwells. Sometimes I'd spend half a day just looking at them all. I don't think she used this one very often. Yeah, let's use a bigger one this time to cover more area much quicker than before. Is this more effective? I'm not sure. But it does the job, I guess. Just do it roughly first, and then we get to the nitty-gritty with the toothbrush. There's a lot of rust and dust here. Alright, now this one. Yeah, this one is actually more satisfying. Look at that go. Wee! Clean, solid clean the bottom part. The fact that it has bubbles makes it even more satisfying. Okay, at the what do you call this thing? A cork, I think. Hey, we unlocked it. I forgot to look at it. So this one is much later, the padlock. Oh, there's a lot more here. Okay, that's that. Is there more? Here. Oh, at this area I forgot to clean. This area also. Wait, can I use tab? Oh, I can. Nice. I was thinking that I thought I can only use it after reaching 99, but it's actually after the padlock, I think. And one more. Oh. Did it! Only in the darkest of nights can you discover the star hidden within. Lewis. That's a quote from Mom's favorite writer. Why is it written on here? Because it's a limited edition ink. Dad and I were still university students, so it took him a lot of hard work to buy it. But it looks new. Is it because you don't want to waste it? Adora, let me show you something. If you write with this ink and then turn off the lights, can you see the words glowing? The darker the room is, the brighter the ink shines.
What?
Wow! To Adora, Lily and Ash, beloved daughter, you need to eat a variety of foods to grow big and strong. But I hate carrots. If you become brave enough to finish your carrots, I'll give you a fountain pen as present. Wow! Special ink that glows in the dark. A quote from a famous writer is displayed on the label. There's a cool gift, actually. I adored fountain pens, so it was an irresistible offer. Mom looked into my awestruck eyes and said, "Do you know why I love fountain pens? Because you can learn about someone through their handwriting." Even if I wrote something without much thought behind it, I learned more about myself after reading those words. She gently closed the inkwell. For some reason, after that day, I never saw her use a fountain pen again. Continue. Yay! Oh, it's a turtle. Select. It's so cute. There's a plant on it. Dad absolutely loved music. Whenever he could, he'd be humming or playing various instruments. He told me that he used to be in a children's choir and that he had joined a band during his university days. Whenever he returned home from work, he'd sing a little song he composed titled "Dad Loves Coming Home." Mom would always warn him about disturbing the neighbors, but she could never mask her smile. Thanks to Dad, music enriched every dimension of our lives. That is so adorable. The first line always made me laugh. What was it again? You can't hold me back, I'm free. No one can ever stop me. Was that it? This is so cute. No, I have a story that my mom used to have a turtle as a pet. And then I'm not sure what was the reason, whether it grew up or something. So she let the turtle to be with its own kind in a pond at school. Not my school, I think my brother and sister's school. And then I think after a while, I'm not sure the same day or next day, but she had a dream. And in that dream, the turtle came crying to her, saying, like, to bring it back home. I was like, oh, that's so sad. And then I think my mom went the next day after the dream to take it back. So when she looked inside the pond, the turtle is not there anymore. So when I heard the story, I was like, oh, that's so sad. I wonder what happened to the turtle. I think it was still a baby, so I'm not sure why my mom left the turtle at a pond. Maybe just to let it grow in its habitat, I guess, compared to being caged up in an aquarium. Yeah. Oh, it made a sound? Oh, I see. That is so cute. Alright, to the sides. It's like you're blowing through the hole. Yay, padlock. Pins unlocked. Okay, let's speed up the process. I think we can do it slower so that we cover more area, like one stroke at a time. So the holes are at the top and bottom. That is so creative. Besides... Wait, even at the... Oh, it's at the eyes too? Is it? No, I don't think so. I thought it was at the eyes too. Okay, almost done. A bit more. Oh, it's like at the joints. Okay. Tail. A bit. Yay, we did it! Adora, I'm done. After my hit single Dad Loves Coming Home, my newest release is Dad Loves the Weekend. Dad, you sure you're not a kid too? Ha, you got me. Since my secret's out, how about a song? Where I put my ocarina? Dad, if you love music so much, why'd you become an accountant? Music and accounting are completely different. That's a good question, Adora. You see, I love music, but it doesn't mean that I can't live without it. On the other hand, I get itchy if I don't work with numbers for even a single day. To achieve happiness, it's not about doing what you want. It's about doing what you can't live without. Ooh. When you find something like that, you'll understand exactly how I feel. Yay! This is so adorable. Dad then started to joyfully play his ocarina. His face was that of a man who had everything he needed to be happy. I suddenly grew curious and asked, Dad, what can't you live without? He replied, Lily and Adora. That's why I'm the happiest man in the world. He then declared that his next song would be named Dad is Super Duper Happy. Despite my laughter, I couldn't wait to hear the next release in his Dad series. I often found myself humming his songs, and his words stayed with me. Would I also find something I couldn't live without? Yeah. Is that a cat? A cat point bank? One day on our way home, we came across a cute kitten crying by its lonesome. I couldn't bear to leave it there by itself, so I begged my parents to let me bring it back with us. Without hesitation, Dad started brainstorming ways to lure the kitten. Should we get some food as bait? How about a foxtail grass? Maybe a cardboard box? Dad and I excitedly exchanged ideas, but after a few minutes, we realized that Mom hadn't said a single word. Ooh, what's that? Dad really had the heart of a child. Instead of stopping me, he joined right in. What is that? Oh, like a steamer? I think it is. It's either vacuum or steam. Oh, it's a vacuum. I thought I was just hovering it around. So it's a vacuum. So it's a plushie. Aw, so adorable. Look at it being sucked. Oh, so cute. Like the texture of the plushiness of it. Oh my god, this is so satisfying. Okay. Did I hear? I thought I heard something just now. But look at how I'm doing this. This is so satisfying. I guess this must be the feeling of how they play the power wash simulator, which I have been meaning to get but I didn't get, which I also don't know why. Oh, so it does make sound when you change the the arrangement of it. Okay. I need the padlock. Nice. Hey, now we can clean much faster. If only in real life things can get clean just like this, and you can even see with tap button which part that you miss so that it remains spotless. That would be so handy. But I think the thing with me is like I'm a bit of a germaphobe. So sometimes even when I clean something, I have this feeling of like, what if it's not cleaned properly? What if you still have germs? What if you still like, missed a spot? So sometimes it doesn't help having that trait, but I'll deal with it one thing at a time. Take a deep breath and try to make myself feel confident that I actually cleaned it as best as I can. Yay! So cute! No means no. I don't think we're ready to own a cat. We don't know how to properly care for one, and we don't have any cat food or supplies. How can we care for it if we can't fulfill its needs? But, Lily, aren't you being a little bit too serious? Of course, having a pet is a huge responsibility, but Adora can learn how to be responsible by taking care of it, and we can buy whatever supplies we need. What if its mother is still around? You might be taking a child from its parents. She could have been abandoned. That isn't something we know for sure. No means no, Adora. Striped cat plushie. I was so upset that after we returned home, I slammed my door shut and refused to leave my room. That evening, Dad came over and gave me a stuffed animal. It was soft, fluffy, and looked like the kitten from before. Mom bought this for you, but she didn't know how to give it to you. The softness of the plushie mollified the sadness in my heart. A few days later, I saw the same kitten at the same spot. This time, though, it was with another cat with a matching coat, its mother. Mom was right. If I had taken the kitten home, I couldn't help but feel ashamed. Is that? Oh, it's a snow globe. My hometown was always too warm for snow. If any snow did happen to fall, it would melt as soon as it touched the ground. Things like snowball fights and snowmen only existed in TV shows and fiction. Some of my childhood wishes included leaving footprints in fresh white snow, making snow angels, building a huge snowman. When we finally had time for a family trip, I begged to go somewhere with an abundance of snow. And that's how we ended up having a snowy vacation. Thanks to that, I got to check off a lot of things on my bucket list. Hey, oh, this time it's closer to the halfway point. Hey, clean off the flower. Oh, I think because of the mole maybe? I thought the flower came together with the snow globe. Okay, clean that up. Oh, it does get cleaner if you do it like slower strokes. Okay. So I do it slower then. It cleans a lot more if I do it like that. Hey. Okay. Oh, there's another layer, I see. Oh, there's a rack over there. I didn't even see it. Okay. Ah, hey. Look at that. Shiny. Nice. Okay, yeah, just as I thought. I think this one is only for the glass area. Okay. We'll clear the bottom part later on. Alright. Okay, that part. This is so satisfying. Alright. Where else? Okay, is the light blue is for the rack. Got it. Dad, the snow crunches when you step on it, and when you lie down, it's so soft and fluffy. Really? Then I want to lie down too. You're right, Adora. It's really soft. I saw on TV that if you wave your arms and legs like this, you can make a huge snow angel. Then how about we make some big snow angels to watch over our family? Okay. Marshmallows are ready. You two better eat first, or you won't have enough energy to play. Oh my god, those sound so good. A snow globe we purchased on a family trip. It evokes many happy memories. We made giant snow angels, built snowmen, and an all-out snowball fight with no regard for how snow-crusted our clothes became. After it grew dark, we gathered around the fireplace and drank sweet cocoa. As the comforting warmth of the fire lulled me to sleep, I could hear Dad humming and Mom turning the pages of her book. On our way home, we bought a snow globe to commemorate all the wonderful memories from our vacation. However, since some time ago, I had deliberately hid the snow globe out of sight. Those warm memories became a source of agony, as they reminded me of days I could never return to. Aww. Hey. clean the item. Wait, I want to check how many there are. Oh, okay. Excuse me. This one, right? Wait. Yep. It's a pocket watch. I had hoped to find attic key in the living room, but it didn't turn up. I decided to search my room next. It looked exactly as it did on the day I left home. Only the thick layer of dust on everything indicated any passage of time. My focus was drawn to my desk, where Dad's pocket watch lay. There used to be a time when its clock still turned, and its soft ticking could still be heard. When Mom gave Dad this pocket watch, Daddy was delighted with the engraved design, a lily, just like Mom's name. Wherever Dad went, so too did the pocket watch. Shortly after I started high school, the pocket watch fell silent for good. Dad, how are you doing? Are you still cracking jokes over there? I don't think I'm doing that well. Aww. Oh, is it raining? Is that reflection? Not reflection, shadow of raindrops on the window? That is so cool looking. Wait, do I need to use this? Oh, I can open it. Okay. I was wondering where or should I clean because there's barely enough spot. There's barely new spot to clean on. I see the clock now, so clean this rust away. Etch in heart, it says. many times have I told you not to call the office directly? You're usually back by now and I couldn't get in touch with you. I'm sorry, I got caught up in work and completely lost track of time. I'll make sure to check my phone more often from now on, but please, text instead of call. Alright. Oh yeah, Mom. I was cleaning my room earlier and I found the cassette player your dad gave me. I'm sorry, Adora, but I still have a lot of work to do. Don't wait for me, and make sure you don't go to bed too late. Mom, wait, I had a rough time growing up. Too nearly frozen just like my family's. Damn. I desperately needed Mom, but she threw herself into work as if she wanted to forget Dad, and maybe all of us. Days passed, and we barely spoke to or even saw each other. I kept telling myself that I had to try to understand her, that she was raising me all by herself now. But my grief and sorrow grew nearly unbearable as they rendered my nights sleepless. Things would have been much easier if I had just blamed her. Yet, whenever I saw Mom so exhausted and fatigued, sadness came before anger. I hated her for leaving me alone, but at the same time, it pained me to see her eroding away. As much as I longed for her comfort, I wanted to comfort her too. What I found in the darkness. When I couldn't stand the silence in the house, I would listen to Dad's tapes. Listening to those songs made it feel like he was right there beside me. One day, I heard a composer tell his story on a radio show. When I was a kid, my father used to hum songs he had wrote himself, so I became interested in music. I hardly saw him after my parents divorced, but whenever I sang his songs, I felt like I was back in those happy childhood days. That's how I started composing. For me, it's a way of bringing comfort, not only to me, but to others in similar circumstances. I could see myself in his story, and his song resonated with me. Naturally, I admired him. Finally, I understood what Dad had meant. I wanted to tell him that I found something I couldn't live without doing. I found a part-time job and started saving money from composing tools. When Mom asked about it, I thought she was finally taking some interest in my life. Damn. I think it still works. Should I turn it on now? Hang on, let me clean it first. How do you turn it on? Oh wait, that's the volume. Hang on. Doesn't seem to work. Or does it work? And then we get an achievement. Oh, is that the... Okay, so it still works. Ah, you have to press it. Okay, got it. is the battery section, but it lit, so don't have to worry about the battery. That is so cool. What's there? Mom, you're late again. You must be exhausted. Yes, a little. How was your day? Adora, what are all those things? Oh, these? A MIDI controller, a microphone. They're tools for composing. By composing, do you mean composing music? Uh-huh. I started making songs little by little, and I got a part-time job to buy these tools myself. Wait, Adora, a part-time job? You started working just for a hobby? Adora, you need to be studying hard for future right now. Don't waste your time on things like that and quit your part-time job too. I ever bought with my own money. I wanted to tell her that it wasn't just a hobby, that I was serious. But before I could say anything, Mom said she was tired and headed towards her room. My words were met with the sound of her door closing shut. I was left alone in an all too familiar silence. I was angry at Mom for not listening to my words, but I kept trying to understand her. I thought she might change her mind if I showed her how serious I was. Much like how music had comforted me, I wanted Mom to feel comforted too, and if possible, with a song of my own creation. Oh, she's so thoughtful. Melody of comfort, is that a second thing? Is the same thing but a second? After that day, I spent every spare moment composing. Not only it was my first song, but it was a song for Mom. When I felt that I had poured enough of my heart into it, I recorded my song onto a cassette tape. I fervently hoped that it would bring her some comfort. Even if I couldn't fully convince her, if I could at least help her feel a little bit better. When Mom came back home, exhausted as usual, I nervously handed her the tape. He even grew flowers on it. Oh, I thought if Mom listened to it, she would understand how serious I was. But she didn't, huh? I'm guessing she didn't. Oh, it's a Walkman. I see. Yeah, when I grew up, I still use Walkman. I'm still in that generation where I grew up with Walkmans, cassette tapes, diskettes. This is so cool to see. The vintage things in games. yeah, this is like some sort of a slider thing that you can slide onto your pins. This thing. The fact that it's even covered with leaves and flowers, actually adding characteristic onto the Walkman in my opinion. It looks really good. Alright. Okay. Okay, the edges here. Wait, is it still playable? Oh my god. Oh, I was wondering why there are flowers on the tape. I was like, oh, does the tape has a good design? Like whatever pasted on it as a label? I forgot that you can actually open it. Oh, there's no tape. Okay. Oh wow, there's a lot on it. Oh, there it is. Got it. You composed this yourself? Yeah, the melody came to me first, so I started with that. I'm still working on the lyrics. Oh, and there's another one I'm preparing for a competition. The theme is... Hold up, Adora. Didn't I tell you last time? You need to focus on your studies. Mom, I know it might seem like a hobby right now, but please, can you at least try listening? Adora, do you even hear what you're saying? How can you waste your time on this instead of studying for your future? I'm tired, so let's talk another time. Another time? When's that gonna be? When you quit your job? As if that'll happen. Adora, I'm saying this for your sake. I'm serious about becoming composer. I want to make it so you don't have to worry about money anymore. And people said I'm pretty talented, so... Adora, I said no. Don't even think about it. Right now, you may feel like you're special. Talented? There is no word more meaningless. Don't get carried away because of a mere compliment. Praise proves absolutely nothing. Jeez, Mom. That's cassette player. Mom is brutal. Why was she so angry? Was she more tired than usual? Even now, I still don't know why Mom reacted so explosively. I never expected her to yell at me like that. Her fury left me speechless. While I was stunned, she tore the tape from my hands and threw it in the trash. Without so much as a backwards glance, she said, "Stop wasting your time on worthless things like this." What she threw away wasn't only a cassette tape. Therein was the piece of my heart that helped my drive to comfort Mom, despite the loneliness after Dad's passing. Even if hating her was the easier path, I didn't give up trying to understand her. But at that moment, when my heart was equated to trash, I felt something disappear from inside me. After Mom's rage quelled and silence fell once again, I finally gave up trying to understand her. Oh my god, this relationship is not healthy. Yeah, we did it. Oh, a gramophone. Is it a mini one? The music box was the last present I ever received from Dad. Whenever I felt lonely, I would wind it up and talk to him as if he were right beside me. Dad, if you were still here, you would have supported me, right? Mom doesn't understand what's it like to have a dream, to have something you can't live without. All she wants to do is to fit into the mold. That's the probably only kind of life she knows. I cried for a long time, pouring out my anguish. Listening to the music box play, it felt like Dad was sitting right next to me. Oh, what's that? After that day, I stopped waiting for Mom. I didn't even want her to talk to me anymore. I had nothing to say to her. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like truly, for those of you who has really good relationship with your parents, your families, you guys are one of the blessed ones. Treasure that and always be grateful for that, because there are some people that I know close that don't have that privilege, you know. Alright, so let's clean this part up. Whee! I think this is the size of a music box because that's what she said, what the dad gave her. Not sure it's the same one or like different one. Hey, leaves. You can actually wind it up. Hang on. What is this actually? Oh, that's it? Oh, it needs to be charged. Got it. Got it. effective too, to be honest. But it drains real easily. Wow, I still have a long way to go to reach the padlock. Oh wait, I need to wind it up. Oh, I didn't clean the back part. I was wondering which area that I haven't cleaned yet. Yay! talk for a minute? I'm busy right now. I'm sorry for how I acted. I must have been tired, so I got emotional. But it was for your sake, Adora. I don't want you to suffer. Right now, things may seem fun and exciting, so you might think that the road ahead will be easy. Someday, you'll understand. For now, it would be better if you focused on your studies and kept composing as a hobby. Now I get why you're saying these things. You've never had anything you've truly wanted to do, have you? All you've ever done is live by other people's standards. That's why you don't understand how serious I am, and what's it like to have something you can't live without. If Dad were here, he would have understood me. At least he wouldn't have thrown away my tape like that. He wasn't anything like you. Oh, Adora. I deliberately chose the words that would hurt her the most. I thought I had the right to, since she was the one who hurt me first. Mom said nothing during my verbal onslaught. Her silence only fueled my rage, so my words became harsher, crueler, more vicious. Mom quietly took my wrath. After the room fell silent, she left without a single word. Left alone, I picked up the music box and said to myself, "It's okay. That was nothing compared to what she did to me." Wait, how much was it? 16. It was a peaceful weekend afternoon. I had started to doze off after putting stickers all over Dad's camera. In my half-awake state, I could faintly make out Mom and Dad's voices as they quietly talked. I wanted to keep listening to their conversation, but before long, I fell asleep. There are mushrooms on the camera? Dad used to take pictures of me and Mom whenever he could. It looks like it still might work if I charge it. I'll try turning it on after cleaning it. Mushrooms. Antique low pixel. So those are the stickers that she put on her camera. Press it. Oh. Oh, okay. Yay! I took a photo. Can we view the photo though? It would be like either the background stuff like the notebook or the cleaner, the scrubber. Made in Korea. Oh, we haven't even reached the padlock yet. Yay. This is so dirty over here. Bit at the bottom part here. Wait, how do you get the thing up? This part. Oh, I don't have to pop it out, like zoom it out or something. I was wondering how to clean that part. But how do I clean that part though? Hang on. So you can do it. Okay, thank you. I was wondering that. How do I do it? Adora, did you finish your homework? Shh, she fell asleep after playing with the camera again. She really does love it. She's interested in so many things, like music and writing. I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, huh? I only hope that she doesn't become like me. You still have regrets about back then? You know, I thought it was so beautifully radiant. It's all in the past now. I was naive and foolishly chasing what was only a dream. Now I'm awake and I live in reality. Let's not talk about this anymore, right? Alright. What happened back then? Was she forced to not pursue her dream as well? Stuck on as a child. Not forced, but how she treats her child. The camera contained a recording that I had never seen before. Had I pressed the record button while I was asleep, the slanted video captured a long conversation between mom and dad. Oh, we're about to find out. I found it difficult to understand. The mom I knew had always seemed so ordinary. Suddenly, I realized that perhaps the words I had so aggressively thrown at her that day meant more than I had thought. That moment kept playing over and over in my mind. How silently she stood before my anger. How silently she had left the room, followed only by the sound of the door closing. What she dreamed of. "16 was the last one, right?" I think so. Could be more. Only Mom's room was left. Holding the old doorknob, I felt as if I were about to meet Mom herself after all this time. Her room was filled with boxes, all neatly labeled and sorted by purpose. Somehow, it seemed like she knew she wouldn't be coming back. One box in particular caught my attention. Things I couldn't throw away. This box contained many trophies that I had never seen before. Oh, that must be her hobbies that she won at school, maybe? Where did she get all these from? I really don't know anything about Mom. What does it say? This looks exactly like the symbol I saw on the teacup. Oh, that's why her face was like this one specific expression, I guess, when the teacup was broken, the way she said it. So it has to be something meaningful that also has the same symbol like this. It's a pen trophy, fountain pen. Is she a poet? She writes and reads them? Because the dad said that he thought she was radiant back then. Wait, why are there still a lot more? Can we... Oh, right, use this. Yay. Okay. Yeah, light blue means with the rag. that looks so good. Dad, what's that? A trophy? Yep, I got this for winning first place in a math competition. Cool, huh? Wow, does Mom know? Well, there's no way you wouldn't show her something this cool. Of course she knows. I bragged about it all the time. But then she looked at me with that sullen look and bring the box. The box? Adora, how about a snack? We have cheesecake. Dad, don't change the subject. A trophy I had never seen before. Writing competition. First place, Lily Meyer. It has the same symbol as a teacup. So her dad was trying to cover it up for her. This was the box that Dad had mentioned. I took out a few trophies and read their plates. School writing competition, winner. Youth short story competition, excellence award. Novel contest, first place, all for Lily Mayer. These accolades demonstrated how much she had achieved, and they were proof of the dream Mom once had. She was talented enough to win all these awards. Why didn't she pursue writing as a career? Why did she stop me from chasing my dream so badly? One after another, thoughts endlessly flowed through my mind. Is it because they started to have her? Our last moment. Typewriter, hey! This must be pressable and interactable. Things were never the same after Mom threw away my cassette tape. I couldn't pretend that nothing had happened. This animosity persisted after high school as I left home to study music at a distant university. I told myself I wouldn't call her until I had succeeded. Back then, I believed that once I graduated university, success would easily find its way to me. However, just as Mom had warned, the world was much colder than I had thought. Awards and words of praise become more and more meaningless. The further I drifted from success, the more I avoided calling Mom. I could already hear what she'd say. That's why I told you stop. I told you it'd be a waste of time. I wasn't ready to hear those words to my face. Even after I had to change my phone number, I couldn't bring myself to call her. After some time, I received an unexpected call from my aunt. Mom had passed away. God damn, this girl can't take a break. I thought I'd be able to call her anytime I wanted, but I didn't have the courage to. That would mean I'd have to admit that she was right all along. Ay, ay, ay. What does it say? Oh, bread. Oh wow, it looks much more decent than I thought. Oh, probably I can make it beep, not beep, like, you know, ding, to get an achievement. I need to open it somehow. Ah. I actually missed the back part. I'm almost at the padlock. Yay, finally. Oh, there's a lot. It's impossible to see without the tab button, you know? Like, I'm so glad that we could see. With all this glowing thing. Oh my god, there's so much. How do I clean that part? Oh, okay. Is that it? How do I... Okay. Yay. I think this should be it, this area. We did it! Are you leaving? If I don't go now, I'll be late for my flight. You have a lot of luggage. I'll drive you to the airport. It's fine. I know you're busy. I'll be going now. Adora. Some more type of stories on it. I see. Come to think of it, that was the last conversation we ever had. I had left without looking back, determined to return only when I had succeeded. I wanted to prove Mom wrong. But that door I shut so firmly never opened again. I opened the small drawer at the bottom of the typewriter. Inside were sheets of paper and the attic key. Most of the papers were stories that Mom had written. The rest seemed to be contracts. Among the papers were a few letters that began with the salutation, "Dear Miss Lily Mayer." I picked up a letter that was filled with writing. "Dear Miss Lily Mayer, it's been some time since I last penned a letter to you. I recall in your previous letters that you have been a fan of mine for some time now. I wanted to let you know that I read the story you sent this time as well. Please understand that I say this for your sake. I have read your works for a long time now, and they lack any aspect of exceptionality. Certainly, you could make a livelihood out of your writing, but I doubt that standard alone will be satisfactory for you. I understand your desire to be a writer. However, discretion is sometimes the better part of the law. I believe that your time would be better spent in another field of work. I truly apologize for conveying these words much too late. Sincerely, Louis." Damn. I mean, it was conveyed nicely and politely, but the message that it impacted her a lot was left unsaid. Louis was the name of Mom's favorite writer, the writer she admired, the one who might have even inspired her to pursue writing. I couldn't begin to imagine how it'd feel if someone I respected told me to give up. I imagined Mom opening the letter, hoping to find praise or encouragement, but the further she read, the greater the despair on her face. That is crazy. If a composer I admired had said the same to me, I wouldn't have been able to take it either. Let's leave this phone. Wait, this one has a button on it? It's not by wire? Finally. Oh my god, look at that. not turn it anymore? I think I'll be admitted to the hospital soon. Could you help me tidy up the house? Please, I don't have anyone else I can ask to do this. Billy, don't say that. I still have the spare key. I'll go by when I have time. Thank you. Before you come, I'll put away things like the trophies. It's strange, isn't it? Back then, I was so desperate to forget everything. But when I was cleaning the house and saw my typewriter and all those trophies, I remembered the days when I wrote so happily. Why do we only realize how precious something is after we lose it? Writing and Adora. Man. Lily, have you called Adora? I tried calling her 2 days ago, but she didn't answer. Maybe she changed her number. I left a voicemail, but I'm not sure if she heard it. If I were brave enough to call her sooner, would we still be in touch right now? Back then, I thought the best thing to do was give her time. By calling a specific date, you can hear recordings from that day. The call was between my mom and my aunt. From her voice and coughing, I could hear how difficult it was for mom to talk. After I left home, my pride and drive to prove myself held me back from contacting mom. All this time, I never once thought about how mom must have felt. I didn't think that she would regret what she had done, nor did I know that she had called me. If I had just called her when I changed my number. Nevertheless, final key for the attic. As I looked at the old attic key that I found in mom's typewriter, it reminded me of the excuse that had brought me back home, finding my aunt's necklace. Maybe she knew everything and sent me here on purpose. I held the rustic key in my hand. It felt cold and hard, but somehow also warm. As I cleaned the key, mom and auntie's conversation continued. I felt like I was looking at myself. When Adora said that someone had called her talented, she was just like my young, naive self. It was too painful to see her talking with those bright eyes full of hope. At that moment, I wasn't looking at Adora, but rather the child I used to be. Man. Yeah, finally. Okay, we can see the spots. This among the holes. The attic key that I found inside the typewriter. What will I find in the attic? The recording ended with a violent cough from Mom. I was left stunned, my heart painfully heavy. After some time, I collected myself and headed to the attic with key in tow. The attic had always been Mom's private space. When I snuck in as a child, it looked more like a storage room rather than room than somewhere fun, so I often wondered where Mom liked using it. As if to answer that question from my childhood, I found an old desk and chair in one corner of the room. On the desk lay a necklace and a dusty journal with an all too familiar name. If I never came back to this house and cleaned it, if I had left those mementos undisturbed beneath dust, I would have never learned about Mom's true feelings. I had a feeling that this diary had been waiting here all this time, just for me. I carefully brushed away the thick dust and opened it. That day, when Adora handed her tape with such excitement on her face, I could see the hope in her eyes. That innocent face, certain she could realize her dream. I knew that face well. I was afraid that she would curse her wasted years and regret everything. I need to stop this now. For her sake, I chose to be harsh. I believed that her hating me was the lesser of two evils. When I started to tidy up Adora's belongings, I was able to see the remnants of her dreams in my hands. Through them, I could feel her sorrows and joys. That was when I looked back to my past. My younger self, who I had thought naive and foolish, was shining as brilliantly as those traces of Adora. I wanted to tell her my true feelings, but I can't reach her anymore. All I can do is wait. I hope you return one day so I can tell you this. Adora, it was thanks to you that I was able to face myself again. Even though I was ashamed of my past, I was happy to see a part of myself in you. I had hurt you so gravely, yet you brought me comfort. I should have said this to you sooner. No matter what path you choose to walk, no matter how you live your life, I will always love and support you. She kept the tape! Mom's diary ended there. After closing it, I noticed a letter laying on the corner of the desk. There was also something I thought I'd never see again. The cassette tape that I recorded my first song on. I put the tape into the cassette player and opened the envelope. The letter inside contained lyrics which seemed to accompany my song. Because she was a good writer, right? I slowly recited Mom's lyrics. My novice melody and her poetic verses complemented each other well, as if they had always been together from the very start. What would you do to see those lost birds once again? Looking above, your eyes dance with the dawning sky, gleaming with hope They were as clear as crystal. Was it me who dusted everything? Bright in my dream, you're singing to the moon and stars, even lighting up my room behind you. That's it. We did it. That was a really
What would you do to see those birds once again? What can I do to hear them sing? Would you walk through meadows wide, or search through lonely streams, if there's any chance to see them once again? Looking above, your eyes dance with a dawning sky, gleaming with hope. They were clear as crystal. Was it me who dusted everything? Right in my dream, you're singing to the moon and stars, even lighting up my room behind you. Will you be back to see your lemon trees in bloom?
oh, you can
Will
even do
you
that.
be there to hold my hand? And we walk through hills and towns, or run through crowded streets, if you have some time to see me once again. Looking above, your eyes dance with a dawning sky, gleaming with hope. They were clear as crystal. Was it me who dusted everything? Bright in my dream, you're singing to the moon and stars, even lighting up my room behind you.
Thank you for playing Undusted Letters from the Past. Thank you for making. Oh, look at that! Oh, I love this. I love that part. Did we have this in the menu screen? I don't remember. So yeah, that's it. Undusted Letters from the Past is actually the other way around. I remember I read it the other way around at the beginning. So it's not Letters from the Past Undusted, it's Undusted Letters from the Past. It's a good mechanic, I guess. It's very relaxing. I like the part that we need to clean everything, and then we get a story, and then we clean stuff again, and then we hear more stories. So there is no point where I feel bored, doesn't feel draggy. And I like the art style that accompany the story and as well as the music. And the voice singing at the end, that was awesome. So yeah, that's it. Undusted Letters from the Past. Thank you for making the game. I am grateful I get to experience it. So you guys know what to do. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Make sure to hit the notification bell so that you won't miss out on any new uploads. Stay safe everyone. Take care. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys like it as much as I do, and bye bye.